You call that a match? Here's what we're going to do. There's a chair in the rampway. I want one of you to get it and hit your opponent. Do it. Do it, or you're fired.
Don't do it, John.
Now pin him. Here is your winner, and my opponent for WrestleMania, the psychopath, John Cena. I hate to say I told you so, MVP. I also hate to say this, but as Raw's GM, I am negating your Royal Rumble victory stipulation. If you want a title shot at WrestleMania, you'll have to do it for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I can't believe Cena would do that. Maybe Randy Orton was right all along.
And Orton stripping MVP of his WrestleMania title shot? Can he do that?
Well, if it isn't my favorite chair-swinging madman, it was good to see the killer instinct return to you last week. But I hope you have some left for this week. I'm putting you in a match against Kofi Kingston. And just because I can, it's going to be a no disqualification match. Go get him, Tiger.
Now last week, when John Cena busted that chair over me, he did two things. One, he became Randy Orton's puppet. And two, he stole my title shot. Because let me tell you what John Cena is. He's a junkie, baby. The man's a junkie for the WWE Championship. He has to have it, and it don't matter what he gotta do to get it.
Come on, MVP. I didn't have a choice last week.
What about me? Orton told me he'd strip me of the shot I earned at WrestleMania if I lost. But I wasn't gonna sink that low. You could have stepped aside and let a brother get a title shot. Come on, Cena. You had your turn at the WWE Championship.
MVP, I want that WWE Championship. That title belongs around my waist. I earned my title shot months ago by beating you. I didn't want to bust that chair over your head, but that was the only way I could get what's rightfully mine. Unfortunately, you got in the way. I'm sorry, but that's life.
No DQ against you, Cena? Hey, anything can happen. May the best man win out there. Just don't try anything crazy.
I'm gonna do my job out there, Kofi. All these people thinking I got a screw loose, it may start to happen.
The ring isn't in here, Cena. Your opponent for tonight isn't in here. Just your boss.
I guess I'm just so insane, I don't know where the ring is. I may snap at any second.
If you do, the next second you'll find yourself out of a... What is it? Oh, Mr. McMahon. Hello. Yes, I stripped MVP of the championship match. Yes, but Mr. Mc... Get out of here right now! Yes, sir, I see, sir, but... Yes, but Okay. Yes, sir.
John Cena is put in another strange matchup. Under decree from GM Randy Orton. A no disqualification match.
I don't know, Michael. Cena has already shown us that he's pretty good with a steel chair. His friend, MVP's forehead, can testify to that.
Oh my God, what a chair shot!
Enough! Enough with the bell.
One, two, three. Cena did it. Cena gets the win. John Cena has beaten one of Raw's most electrifying superstars.
Is it just me? Or did he do more damage to Kofi than was really necessary to win the match?
Now you're just seeing what you want to see, King. We're only a couple of weeks from John Cena's long-awaited WrestleMania showdown against WWE Champion Randy Orton. What will Cena do when he gets his hands on Orton?
lot of stories are going around the WWE Universe. Stories about how John Cena is a maniac. Don't lock eyes with John Cena. Don't leave raw meat out near John Cena. I'm here to tell you, don't believe the hype. I want to give a shout out to Kofi Kingston, who was injured during our match last week. But that didn't happen because I went crazy. That's the risk we take when we get in this ring. And Kofi knew that risk. We all do. It's the price we pay to compete and entertain the greatest bands in the world. But all these people treat me like I'm dangerous. Like I'm out of control. I'm here to tell you that you're perfectly safe around me. That is, unless your name is Randy Orton. Randy, at WrestleMania, when I'm standing across the ring from you, you finally have to look me in the eyes, you're gonna see dangerous. You're gonna see crazy. And then, you're gonna see a new WWE champion.
What am I going to do about Sheamus? He keeps bugging me, but everybody I sent after him ends up sent home in a body cast. He's worse than Cena.
Looky here, it's the Monday Night Mangler, John Cena. How are you gonna let your little frustrations out after I end your hopes, your dreams, let's face it, your career at WrestleMania?
The only other person I'll be hurting is you, Orton. You've made an enemy out of me. You did everything you could to get under my skin, and it worked. I'm angry. I'm violent. Let me ask you, Randy. You think this anger makes me less dangerous or more dangerous?
Anger only gets you so far, Cena.
Oh, and how was that little chat you had with Mr. McMahon last week?
Get out.
John Cena finds himself in another tough match tonight by way of Raw General Manager Randy Orton. And we find ourselves joined on commentary by Montel Vontavious Porter. Welcome, MVP.
Thanks, Michael. It's nice to see John Cena without worrying about getting plastered with a chair.
15 feet of steel is a good security blanket. Top of the cage! This match is just... Cena could be escaping the cage.
The going is fast. I don't know if Cena will make it.
Cena wins. Cena wins. John Cena has won this thrilling cage match against Evan Bourne.
We'll see if Bourne needs an ambulance, too.
John Cena claims not to be trying to injure people, but week after week, the number of injuries he causes climbs higher and higher. At some point, he's going to have to answer for that. And it could be Randy Orton that does it. Or, you know, it could be someone else.
Cena's on a big roll, but that means Randy Orton could be more motivated to try to flatten it before WrestleMania. What does Orton have in store for Cena? Raw is live in Los Angeles, and we're just 6 days away. Look, MVP is coming down to the ring.
Nobody can hold me, nobody control me. I'm coming. I'm here to do my thing. I'm here to bring the pain. I'm never ever gonna change. Like Tropicana, I got the juice. All for the least elect.
The WWE Universe is buzzing. Everyone's talking about WrestleMania. John Cena versus Randy Orton. The psychopath versus the corrupt GM. But everybody forgot one little thing. Me. Montel Vontavious Porter. I won the Royal Rumble match, which meant I could name my title shot at WrestleMania. Now, Randy Orton tried to use his GM powers to prevent that from happening, but I went to the one man above him, Mr. McMahon. I explained to the boss what happened, and he made an executive decision. So guess what? Orton, Cena, I'm coming, and neither one of you can stop me. In 6 days, I'm going to be the new WWE Champion, because MVP is boring.
Holy cow, Michael! The WrestleMania main event just became a triple threat match.
Very clever, MVP.
It's not my fault you're not on the top of the food chain, Randy. Both you and Cena tried to use me to get what you wanted. Well, it's time I got mine.
Don't blame me. I'm crazy, remember?
MVP, you think you're the playmaker? Well, here's a little play for you. You and Cena are going to team up tonight. You're going to face Big Show and Sheamus. You and that Sheamus guy have a lot in common, Cena.
Wait, I know you too well, Randy. What's the catch?
The catch is, I'm going to take something out of your own playbook. Remember the Better Than Utopia rules you cooked up against Cena a couple of years ago? They're back. Except I'm calling them Age of Orton rules. And I'm giving them to your opponents.
Wait, so that means we need to get a 5 count on them?
Plus, they don't have to worry about countouts or rope breaks, but we do? Yeah, I remember that.
Deja vu all over again, huh, Cena? Enjoy your little trip down memory lane. And I'll enjoy you leaving my office right now.
And Cena drives him to the ground. Attitude adjustment, and he hooks the leg.
That one didn't land flush, but it did connect. 3, 4.
If it wasn't for these Age of Orton rules, the match would be over.
But it's not. And Cena and MVP don't have time to cry about it.
John Cena and MVP somehow beat the odds. But in 6 days, these two will be adversaries, not partners.
They both seek Randy Orton's WWE Championship at WrestleMania, and have shown they'll do anything to win it.
It seems like an eternity since Cena crushed MVP with a chair to earn his title shot. But MVP remembers, and Randy Orton lies in wait for both. It's WrestleMania this Sunday on pay-per-view.
This is it, Cena. Every twist and turn, the underhanded way you tried to screw me, it all gets settled tonight, dog.
Whether I pin you or Orton tonight, it doesn't matter to me. I battled too hard, paid too big a price to lose now. MVP, the champ is here!
Don't do it, Montel!
Now pin him.
Here is your winner, the man who wanted it most, MVP.
I guess MVP just wanted it more.
I'm here to do my thing. I'm here to bring.
Now, last week, when I busted that chair over John Cena's head, that's not something I'm proud of. It's not something I set out to do. It's just how it played out. But I play to win. I'm going to take that WWE Championship home at WrestleMania. And I'll break a chair. Hell, I'll break a furniture store over Cena's head. If that's what it takes.
I gotta say, I'm disappointed, MVP. You sold me out.
Look, Cena. Randy threatened to take the title shot I rightfully earned at the Royal Rumble if I lost that match. Now, I'm sorry I had to knock you out to get where I am, but winning that title is the most important thing to me. Maybe you're just mad you didn't do it first.
I understand. It's not the first time somebody's dented a chair with my head. But keep this in mind, MVP. Now I owe you one, and you know what I'm capable of. Sleep tight on that one.